Hi, Wheel of Time fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. We're here to talk about Wheel of Time Season 2, Episode 1. It's called A Taste of Solitude, and this is part of our rewatch series. So, my favorite opening ever, definitely Wheel of Time, maybe, I don't know, ever of all time with TV, is The Dark Social.
Yes.
And they're in that hexagon building, and there's that little girl who's scared by the Trollocs, and she runs inside. And then just the way they present this, she hides under the table, and we hear them discussing the plan to recruit Rand, because he's the Dragon Reborn. We have Shanshan, Black Aja, Shanarian. I can never say that. A Tinker, which is the little girl's mom. Ishii, and Padan Fain. Okay, did I get them all?
I think
I got them all. Yes. So we know who the Black Aja is, right,
yes,
guys? Spoiler alert. No, but watching it the second time, what did you feel about it?
Well, I still think that it's got to be the Tinker Isla.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she, again, now that we've rewatched season 1 and we hear her tell the story of her daughter, that's clearly her daughter. And then remember, like, the Dark Social isn't like a physical meeting. They're like in some type of dream space. Yes. So they just have to, like, I don't know, their minds are meeting. And so
which is very good reason to join the dark side. I said it and I meant it.
Yeah, she wants like the wheel to like reset so that maybe she could be reunited with her, not just in this dream space, but in like a real life thing. So I'm 100% on that theory.
You nailed that.
Yeah.
So that goes along with Ishii trying to tell this little girl, like, make a case for good versus evil. He's like, what? Like, this Trolloc, he's just hungry.
Yeah.
Or like, we think we're doing good, right?
Yeah.
So like her, like,
everyone thinks they're doing good.
Leandrin with her son.
Yeah. Nobody thinks they're bad.
Right.
The bad people always think they're good. And even Ishii, I remember having sympathy for him. You know, he just wants it it to stop.
It to end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, I get all these horrible nicknames, but well, who's to say that I'm bad? Like, who gets to decide that?
He wants to end suffering. What's wrong with that?
It's very complicated.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll watch that scene as many times, the group of scenes as many times as I don't think I'll ever get sick of it. It's just so well done. All right. So now we're back to, Moiraine. She's retrieving water for a bath, but she has to heat it up the old-fashioned way because she does not have her powers. She looks just vacant and sad.
Yes.
I mean, it makes you depressed, right?
Right, suicidal almost, right? Like, not even almost, like, So, no, I felt for her.
Oh, man.
She's just so empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're treated to Lan.
Oh, how she treats him is just, I'm so mad at her.
Well, yes, I was talking about Lan, shirtless.
Oh, yes.
Shirtless, thank you for that.
The snack.
The snack. Yes, but you can tell he's visibly like frustrated. Like he doesn't have the bond is not there, right? And he doesn't know what to do for her, right?
Yes.
So a visitor arrives, Bail Demon. Sure, we'll say that. And apparently this is her 20th visitor, which I don't remember picking up on that last time I watched. So she's just all business right now. Like, what else am I supposed to do? I can't like wield the power. Right?
She's trying to obtain something important to her.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember what it is, even after she interacts with him. I'm like, does she want the rock?
Oh, yeah.
Does she want the paper?
Well, yeah, because it's the broken Hearthstone.
Is it the...
Oh, yeah, the Calendil. What?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like...
He offers her a poem instead.
Yeah, which is what she seems to actually want.
She's like, wait, I kind of like this.
She pays for him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sends him on his way.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so Lan does, at least he has, like, Thomas to talk to about, like, how he's feeling, well, he's just depressed. And he feels like Moiraine wants him to leave. No, she doesn't. That just made me sad.
I know.
It's so hard to watch that because we know about their bond now, and then he's just like, well, you can tell he's desperate. He's like, I don't know what to do, and I feel like I'm just bothering her, and I probably should just leave.
Yeah. Yeah,
anyway, that must be so hard.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, but he does confront her about the little visitor she had, and he's angry. But Moiraine
she's like, okay.
Yeah, all right, cool.
She's just not herself.
No. All right, we got to meet Adeleas and Varen in this episode. Varen!
Yay, I love her.
And, they try to convince Lan to just give Moiraine some space. Like, she's really struggling with the loss of her power, right?
Yeah.
So they're just like a good, support system for him. They're also hilarious and to drink, right?
Yeah.
Well,
they're all hungover.
Yeah. Anyway, so then Moiraine, being Moiraine, she leaves in the middle of the night. I think Lan's like trying to apologize to her, but she's gone. And then she runs into a Fae, but it's like, what's she gonna do? without her powers.
I know. She tries, though.
She does.
She does okay.
Yeah.
But come on. Where are you going, anyways?
Yeah, what do you do? Come on.
It's not safe.
Stop it. And then Lan to the rescue. He saves her with the help of Varen, Adelaus, and Thomas.
And you see Maureen, like, trying, like, is she, like, trying to, like, touch the power?
Yeah.
And I think you kind of start to see something, and maybe she thinks it's her, but
it's not.
Well, I guess she wouldn't think it's her because she would feel it, but maybe I thought it was her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, but I know now that it's not her.
Yeah, I know. That is just, it was hard to watch, to be honest with you. All of it with Lan and everything like that. Okay, but Egwene and Nynaeve, they are training at the White Tower as novices. And, Egwene is just so cute and sweet. And she's just like, well, this is what we have to do. She's just very accepting. Nynaeve is like, all we do is clean.
Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous. So Alana comes in to give them a little lesson about purifying the water and how to make the weaves do that. I don't know the
like
verbiage.
the filter. They create like a filter and clean the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not going to leave until you drink the water. Nynaeve's like, I'll just drink the dirty water.
Nasty. So nasty.
She's so stubborn.
Yeah.
Nynaeve. But she does have a block, right?
Yeah.
Alana consults with other Aes Sedai about Nynaeve, and Liandrin's like, well, maybe she just needs a better teacher. And she's like, okay, yeah, but you can't because you're banned from doing that because a novice died.
Yeah, so basically,
one of your novices.
She's like the only one that's banned from teaching.
Which makes sense, actually. That kind of checks out. Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So then the lead Aes Sedai of the novices, I believe, Sheriam, she's hesitant, but she agrees to let Liandrin talk, but not train Nynaeve. Now, we do learn about this lady later on. Isn't she a dark friend? So, of course, she let Liandrin get to her. They want her. They want to recruit her. So now it's like, oh, duh.
Okay.
But you made it seem like, oh, I don't know if I should.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
I know. So Liandrin is trying to, talk with Nynaeve about it and, in her little ways and her little manipulative ways. Then she goes as far as, actually trapping her with weaves.
Yeah.
It was interesting. And then Nynaeve gets angry and, she always gets...
Yeah. And she replicates the weave that Liandrin used, which I think that's what Leandrin's commenting on. It's like most people would have to train a long time to be able to, copy what she just saw. But when Nynaeve is mad, she can.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. She's buttering her up to a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
But of course
but
they want her.
Nynaeve doesn't need buttering up. She kind of doesn't care about people blowing smoke up her butt.
No, exactly. Yeah. In fact, she was having more fun trading with the warders.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I don't even really care about any of this stuff. All right, now let's talk about Perrin. I love him so much. And I remember when I first saw him in this episode of the first episode of season 2, I just felt like he looked older.
Yeah.
And I was like, a little smoke show, look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you, Perrin. So cute. He's writing a letter to Egwene and Nynaeve before he and Loial will continue on their little journey. But at this point, he thinks Rand is dead and Mat is missing.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like he's feeling very alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any of his friends but from Two Rivers anymore.
He has Loial.
Yeah.
But yeah, not his his besties. So they're traveling with the Shinarian.
Shinarian?
Why can't I say it? Because they're all with Uno, by the way, and because they're all looking for the horn. I'm just gonna say the horn.
Which Pat and Fane took, the horn of Valerian, which Pat and Fane took. Right?
Yes. And then they run into Elias, who has yellow eyes.
Yeah.
And
Perrin's like, oh,
wait a minute.
Oh, hi.
You do that too?
Yeah.
And then he takes them to the site of an attack. And this is where we see that Perrin can see what went on.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very interesting. Why can he see that?
Is it related to his wolf power?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, does he have some other kind of power?
I don't know. Does Elias have that power? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Does that just go hand in hand? Maybe you can let us know if it's not a spoiler. If that's just a wolf thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he sees what happens and he sees that a child survived. I don't know if that was a key thing or not, but yeah.
Either. We never saw her again.
Yeah. But they do follow the carriage to the body of a dead Shinarian dark friend.
Yes.
Right? And Perrin's like, wait, why are we... Because Inktar.
Yes.
He's like, well, we have to bury him. It's respectful or whatever. He's like, why would we bury a traitor?
Yeah.
Well, now looking back, I'm like, because Inktar was a dark friend.
Yeah.
And that's his little dark friend.
And he also said he gave a little speech too that was super sus this time around.
Yes.
Now that we know he wound up being the dark friend that let them in to get the horn. But he kind of said it like, you never know why people make these choices.
Yeah, exactly.
We never knew why he made his choice, though. We didn't get like a backstory, did we?
They let us know, but yeah. Oh, no. Oh, something. I don't remember, but I remember he felt really bad, and that's why he kind of... No, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that would
But I
help.
don't think it happened in the books, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But we don't get like a cool backstory like with Isla or with Leandrin, that type of stuff, you know, so...
Either way, don't you kind of feel like maybe kind of a book reader? Because they were all in on this and they knew, like, ugh, Ingtar, we know what you're doing. And now we're like, Ingtar, I know what you did there, right? I don't know, if you get to feel a little bit like them. Like they said that they like to feel like us, like reading it for the first time. Well, you know what? It's kind of fun being on your end of things and like actually knowing what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Leandrin, my favorite character, but only because the actress does such a good job, not because she's like amazing, like as a person.
Right.
She's reading Perrin's letter to Mat, who has been held captive. The Red Ajas were sent by Moraine to get him, so she's just doing what she's supposed to do, but in her own Leandrin way, right? Yes. So when reading, Leandrin purposefully like leaves out the mention of him in Perrin's letter, like, oh, it looks like he forgot about you, or like he doesn't care, which of course she did. She's a master manipulator, right? And then he's like, Mat's like, but I swear I haven't touched the dagger, like, yeah. And he's basically like, she's like, no, but you're still a threat, so I still need to keep you here. Anyway, when he's alone, he loosens that little brick in the wall. So, yeah. He's got a plan.
It's nice to see him.
An escape plan. It is nice to see him. And this is the first time we saw the new actor that played him. So, he's so cute.
He is.
He's a cutie pie. All right, so then, Merry Beltane, everybody. Perrin is celebrating Beltane on his own. He doesn't have his friends, Two Rivers friends. And then Egwene and Nynaeve, they set out a lantern for Rand. And then we see Rand in an unknown location. And he hangs his own little lantern. So
yeah, so they're still doing their
they're
thing.
Connected still.
Yeah, they don't forget. Never forget where they're from.
Never forget. Exactly. It's a nice episode. It's good to be back.
Yes.
And then the next time we get to do a premiere episode, it'll be season 3.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
That's exciting.
Yeah. But it was it's just the more we know, I think the more fun it is to watch and put things together.
It's like I'm already thinking like, oh, the next episode, this is when we're going to meet Selene. And then we know that Selene is actually Lanfear. And then I can't wait to that, because we didn't appreciate the first time around as much because it was overshadowed by the Leandrin reveal. So now I feel like we have a chance to rewatch it with a different perspective, and especially because now I'm so enamored with Lanfear that I just can't wait for the next couple episodes.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Hey everybody! Thank you so much for watching along with us and commenting. Please keep the comments coming. We love them so much, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.